What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Like always, like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Let's finish off our November book haul with 34 Star Trek books that I got for what I thought was a deal. What my friends told me wasn't a deal. I don't care what they say. I was happy, and I'm going to be reading many of them. So let's start off with some of them. She pulled them out. I think it was a deal. It was a deal. I didn't think I was. I made the offer, so you know what I mean. And the seller took, so I got the lot, and I was super excited. So we'll start off with there's a fourth book I'm missing. I'm gonna look for it on Amazon as soon as I shoot this video. And looks like we got a bookmark in here. Wait, what is that? Anyways, we'll check them out. Oh, it's a diagram of one of the ship. There's a book that goes in between book 4 and book 2 here. So excited to read these. We've started we're on episode 4 or 5 of Next Generation. So I recognize one of the characters. He gets that lame beard going on later on. I don't know if that's in Next Generation or whatever series is after. We're new Star Trek fans. Like, literally, I read book 1 of Avatar, Deep Space Nine. I became extremely obsessed with Star Trek. We went and started watching Next Generation. We started the original series. I love the original series. I think my wife does too. And there's a cartoon one called Prodigy. We love that one too. We've only watched the first episode. And then we also watched the first Star Trek movie. I loved it. I loved that movie. So I'm super obsessed. Star Trek and Star Wars is like tied for me. Like, people get mad about that. I don't. I also picked up Greater Than the Sum. I'd like to read this one, but I was reading the historian's note in it, and I need to watch more of the Next Generation, and I think there's a book that this comes after, and there's also a book called Death's Winter or something that these come after. So we'll have to look into that. So I have a pile of these 4 books I do want to read, especially the Titan series. And I have another pile that I'll go over at the end that are some of the books I'm going to read. Like I said in my book haul video, I'm following a list of, like, I guess the fans put together on Reddit or something of the Star Trek books I'm reading, kind of like a pseudo series. But I'm going to sprinkle all these older books in as I go. So I'll go over those. Like, basically, that's like a mini Star Trek to be read in this video. But some of the ones that are just going to go on my shelf for looking pretty for a while, till I get to them in the future. We picked up this was all one lot. The Lost Era, the Sundered, Honor Blade. I do like the looks of these older covers, and if I had the other ones, this is a 4 or 5 book series right here. I'd read those, but I don't have it. This one might get popped into my stack over here. I thought I put it over there. The Klingon Gambit. Super. I could read this in 30 minutes. I mean, it's super short, so I will probably put that in my other pile. And I love the cover. My wife was shaking it over there because she knew already that I was gonna love that cover. Now these do have an order when they release, but I'm not gonna like read them like that. I don't care. So if that upsets you, I'm sorry. But I love all these covers on these older ones. I wish they'd bring these kind of covers back. The Tears of the Singers. And if you loved any of these books, let me know which ones you think I should read that maybe I don't have in my list. So that are in my pile that I'm going to show last. Star Trek Renegade. This one almost made it just because the cover. And I read the backs of most. I sneak peek this. This ain't a surprise opening for me. Shell Game and Uhura's Song. So pretty cool. These can go back in the box. So keeping going, Ishmael, which I might put in the pile too. This one was recommended to me by in the Star Trek group that I'm in on Facebook. Super nice people. They're really awesome. Dreadnought. I do love this cover. You know, maybe I should just read them in order. I don't know. This is a trilogy of some sort, so you know I'm not going to get to it. I don't have the other books yet. I will someday. Mutiny on the Enterprise, and then Vulcan's Glory. So, super excited for all of them, to be honest. Then some of the other ones, we have the Starship Trap. Ooh, I like this cover. Deep Domain. Now, I heard there's something that goes before this book or after or something, so I wanted to read this one because I do like Mr. Spock, but we'll see. The Edict Epidemic. So. And then a Next Generation one. Oh, which I will say, I do have another lot coming of Star Trek, but I told the gentleman that I wanted the Deep Space Nine books. That I think I'm gonna switch to the Next Generation ones. So then we have my pile of the ones I want to read. Like, I'm gonna sprinkle in this month and well for a while. Strangers from the Sky. This was I asked the group which one. This was the most recommended one to start with from this lot that I bought. So this one I will probably be getting to this one in the next few books. And then I'm not going to read these in order. I'm going to read them out of the order I put them in, but I did put them numerically after the motion pictures. But I do want to read the motion picture book soon and then Wrath of Khan. So some of these are in new condition. They've never been read, so that's interesting. And then I have them in order, but like after Strangers in the Sky, I'm really looking at Blackfire or Faces of Fire, I believe, to read next. Either this one or the other one, but these are two. The Prometheus design, Blackfire. My wife's doing something crazy over here. I don't know. She's been eating for 2 straight days because shooting this is Black Friday when we're shooting this. She went to town on some Thanksgiving.
I'm tired.
I'm sure most Americans did. Dwellers in the Crucible. I just like the way the summary of the book read. It sounds pretty interesting. Crisis on Centaurus. A lot of these, yeah, it was the summaries that got me hooked. That's why I put them in. I want to read these. Chain of Attack was one of the other recommended ones with Faces of Fire and Blackfire, and so was The Rift. The Rift, I think, was the second most. People are telling me I should read that one, the second most. And then to finish off the lot, we have From the Depths. This was another one that was recommended, and I see why. The summary reads good, and this book is in basically new condition. Bloodthirst was another one. And then one that I really like the summary of, A Flag Full of Stars. And then the one that I'm probably going to read after Strangers from the Sky is Faces of Fire. The summary is really cool, and the cover is really cool. So, this one has been read. There's a little tear in it. I'd have to fix that. But overall, I'm happy with the purchase. It didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt my bank account. It's fun to... For some reason, buying Star Trek's books is really fun. Like, I don't even get that kind of gratification when I'm buying my Star Wars books. Don't get me wrong. I love buying those too because I really love Star Wars as well. But I don't know. I love them both. So it's going to be a lot of my reading to finish up the year and all of next year is going to be Star Wars and Star Trek and space operas and sci-fi in general. So if I start to get burned out, I'm going to try some different things like Ken Follett, go back to Dean Koontz. There's a fantasy series by Brian Durfee that my wife and I are both going to read regardless. I'm going to put him into my TBR probably in January. So he has a channel. You should go check him out. He starts every video with, it's Brian Durfee, author of, and he shows the books he's wrote. They're huge, monster fantasy books, but the reviews had a lot of good things. So let me know in the comments down below. Should I start with Strangers from the Sky or Faces of Fire, which I already put back in the box, or Blackfire or The Rift? Those are the 4 that I'm juggling. Or should I just go in order? This one would be first because in the inside it has it listed before Star Trek the Motion Picture. I don't even, Wrath of Khan's number 7, so anyways, that's for another day. So we'll see. This one's kind of long compared to the rest, so it sounds interesting, the summary. So super excited to get to those. We got to fix up our bookshelf over here, put Star Trek up here and all there. Tom Clancy's got to go. So that's the video today, guys. Like always, let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'm real happy with the way y'all been interacting with me on the channel and on the TikTok. And so let's keep that up. And if you're into Star Trek or Star Wars or sci-fi in general, space operas, let me know. Let's talk about it later.